Hello everyone, I am Orylen, and welcome to Let's Play Prototype. Prototype was made in 2009, developed by Radical Entertainment, and published by Activision. Before we get started on this Let's Play, a few notes for everyone watching. This game is rated M or mature, for obvious reasons, including high levels of violence, gore, and violent nature. So please use your own discretion before watching any of these videos. With that out of the way now, this game is incredibly fun, mainly for its gameplay, which is why I've decided to go for a hard difficulty run through this, to give it a little challenge for me anyways. Let's get started.
All clear.
My name is Alex Mercer. I'm the reason for all of this. They call me a killer, a monster, a terrorist. I'm all of these things. Weeks ago, someone released a lethal virus in Penn Station. I woke up in a morgue. Now I hunt, I kill, I consume, I become. I'm gonna find out who did this to me, and I'm gonna make them pay.
Ghost 39 to ground. Do you have target in sight? Over. That's negative.
Help!
Freeze!
Help me!
Don't move!
Help me!
Open up! We're clear. Move up. You, with me. Her too. That's him! Where's your commanding officer? Sir, he's in Times Square. I'll call for transport. That won't be necessary.
So welcome to the mid-flash, and welcome to the game, as we have to take down enemies. This entire section as the first point of the game is, I find it very conflicting of whether I like it or not, because it's both odd and clever at the same time, and I have so many points on it that I really can't touch too great into detail about it. But right now, what you're seeing here is that we actually have roughly almost all access to every single attack in the game up to the end point, up to the final boss. So of course I'm going to be using it. The one main downfall of this section, though, is that while I'm showing you all of these different things that you can do with Alex, is first-time players of the game will have no idea what to do. They'll just be following the prompts at the top left corner of the screen. Also, this infected guy has got to take away my kill. Now I have to get rid of my frustrations by flinging that guy right into the air. So let's keep going.
They took everything from me. They're responsible. And they'll pay.
So this entire section, this introductory section, is split up into 4 sections. Section. The first was the hand-to-hand combat freestyle kind of area of taking down enemies. The next 3, though, are going to be specifically about using your specific powers. The first section being about the claws. Each of the powers really doesn't have a lot of leeway compared to the hand-to-hand combat, but what limited options each power has makes up for in just destructive power, such as the claws and their ground spike ability. I just didn't like that guy. He looked at me funny. Let's go. In order to get rid of those tanks, we need some strong hands. And that's why we have the Hammer Fist power-up for the next section. Now, as much as they match up the Hammer Fist power with the tanks, I don't really find it as much of a viable option in order to take down tanks, but they're good nonetheless. So the first attack was the elbow drop, and then there was the ground slam. Now let's get to kind of a weird move for the hammer toss. For the hammer fist, I mean. It's called the hammer toss, which is actually the quickest one. The hammer fist is a rather slow power. And it's all about flinging yourself into whatever you want turned into mulch, or in this case with the tanks, scrap. But the elbow drop does everything perfectly well. Next section is the blade power-up. It's not really an up. The blade is fun, because you're just able to slice and dice everything. Other than slicing and dicing, you have various frenzy abilities, whether you're in place and doing a frenzy, or sprinting around everywhere and doing a sprint frenzy. Otherwise, you have the air slice ability, which pretty much gets rid of any enemy in your way, tank or otherwise. But one thing also about this section is that it really doesn't leave anything up to secrecy, because we're fighting hunters. We'll learn more about the hunters when we actually get into the game proper, because of course we're in a flash forward, but not kind of. We're just kind of in the middle of the game thus far, almost at the end actually, because of all the powers that we have at this point. Makes it a bit of annoyance. Also an annoyance is fighting 3 hunters at once. But if you just whittle them down and then consume them like so, you'll do pretty well. Sorry dude, I wasn't able to keep you alive. Also, throwing the hunters also helps for incapacitating them and then taking a bunch of their health down.
Strike team to Zebra Grid. Ground team, set up smoke. Over.
Get ready for impact.
Time to end this section.
Please, target.
Consuming the commander, and I grabbed a car. Why? I don't know. I wanted to grab him. I needed a buddy. Come with me, buddy. We're gonna do this together. Yeah. Except he's not really much help, although he stands up and then goes right between my legs. Everything is now completely cinematic. Those tanks trying to fire at us anyway are no way of hurting us. And this big dude cannot get past sandbags either. I just kind of like this section. It's cinematic, but then that's really gotta hurt, Alex. Really does. Let's end this off with an explosion. In more ways than one. See you next time, everyone, as we slow down a bit.
We have less than an hour. What's next?
The last person responsible for all of this dies tonight.
If we make it out of here, you think you're ready?
I was made for this.